Okay, welcome friends, viewers, one and the same maybe. Today is another video sponsored by Squarespace, and the task that is set before us, should I choose to accept it, and I hope I will, otherwise I don't know what I'll do all day. What I want to do is use small pens on big paper, all right? As the title suggests. And these are the Peter pen I'm going to be using. Also for this scary task that's laid before us, we're going to need to fuel up on some coffee. And I just bought myself this new straw, right? Can you see what it says? I haven't tried it out yet. So here we go. Is it legible? That takes a lot of sucking power to get it all the way through there. That's probably like a half mile of piping right there. But I'm pretty happy with the result of that straw, even though it can't really hold its own weight very well. Let me crank up the power of my umbrella light here. All right, to work, to art. But let's look at this small orange square space, known as a post-it note. Also, if you go to squarespace.com, you'll notice that it's very easy to get started making your own website. Also, personally, I've noticed it's very easy to use Squarespace to host galleries of your own images. It automatically resizes the images, makes its own thumbnails. You can have slideshows or grids where you can adjust all the different ways it displays the images, make little tweaks like different things that happen when the mouse hovers over an image. Plus, you can use images from your computer or automatically import images from your Instagram or other social media. It's pretty simple and straightforward, at least it has been for me. So go to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/PeterDraws to get 10% off your first website or domain. For this whole drawing, I used the medium nib tipped nib Peter pen by Peter Draws. I announced it in a previous video that you may or may not have seen, but thank you for everyone who might have bought one of those or even tried to buy one. There are more at the time of me making this video. Those sold out. The first shipment that we had in stock sold out in like 2 or 3 hours, but more are on the way, I assure you. And if you're still in hopes of buying one, or some people even mentioned buying 2, you know, there's still hope for you. So thank you. I just want to say thank you for all the support in that. I was blown away. Like I didn't really know what to expect. My first little pen adventure in that sense. But I am using the pen again in this video, and it's not just because I want to promote it, even though I do want to promote it, but it's actually a pen I enjoy using, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to. I felt good about attaching my name to it. So yeah, as you can see here, I drew a pretty big drawing on it. I think this is the same type of paper I used for doing that video not too long ago about the outdoor gallery, where I stapled big pieces of paper to my fence in the backyard. I think it's some kind of, I have no idea what kind of paper it is. I didn't look at the front of the drawing pad, but it works pretty good. In the other video, I was using Posca paint pens on it, and here I am using a fountain pen with Noodler black ink in it. So it seems pretty versatile, and yeah, it didn't smear or smudge a lot. I think it's Paris Paper for Pens, I think was, if I remember correctly. Someone might have a better memory of it. Really, I should have just gone and looked before I recorded this video. But also, I need to do another video of that outdoor gallery, because all the last drawing that I stapled to the fence, I mean, I stapled 24 of them to the fence, and finally the last one has fallen off by the elements, by the wind and the rain and the sleet and snow. I told myself that's when I would do another one of those videos, is when they all fell off. That would be like my marker, my indicator for when to make another video. And the last one has fallen off and has actually been lying on the ground there for a little while. So I want to make another video where I review the previous ones, as just to look and see how weathered they are, you know, because some of them, they all did get kind of rained on, and some of them got a little bit moldy. I picked up some of them and there were like worms crawling on them and stuff, because they were lying on the not moldy, but the damp ground. So I feel like that was just kind of another dimension to the art, right? Time and weather, seeing what would happen in that aspect. But also, I'm ready. This is one, I'm switching gears here topically. This is one way I like to learn things, is just to mention them in a YouTube video, and then anyone who knows anything about it will tend to sometimes leave a YouTube comment or send me an Instagram message or send me an email sometimes, right? Here, and I call it crowdsourcing my knowledge, right? Because sometimes if I want to learn about something, I can, look it up on the internet, read some articles, read about it on Wikipedia, so on and so forth, But I feel like crowdsourcing my knowledge is it's a mildly effective way to learn about things, because if I read a broad range of comments, even if some of them disagree with each other, I can just kind of, summarize or, average them out in my head. I don't know. Anyways, here's the knowledge I want to crowdsource next. Let me know if you know anything about NFTs, all right? It seems like it's all the rage right now. It's extremely popular. I want to make some NFT art. And if you don't know, I've already read about it some, but I want to know what you think, all right? NFT means non-fungible token. It's a crypto thing, kind of like Bitcoin, but it's not directly money. I think it is usually people use Ethereum. And basically, I guess, I don't know how to explain it very well, but, it's probably because I don't understand it completely, but basically it's like certifies that a digital file, I guess, even though it seems like you can attach NFT tokens to almost anything, but I guess the original idea was to certify that a digital file was the only, the original, right? Kind of like how if I draw a picture or make a painting, there's only one of them, only one person can own it at a time, right? And I guess an NFT token would do that for a digital file. And I don't know, it's an interesting concept. So I guess it helps digital artists and stuff to finally maybe be able to monetize their art a little bit more. So basically, if you know some of what the best places are to buy and sell NFTs and what the best wallets are. Basically, I've heard of Rarible. What's that? Nifty Gateway. Is OpenSea one of them? Super Rare. I'm just not sure. What's the best one? Which one do people actually use? Or I don't know. And these, I have a wallet with. I have actually sold physical art for Bitcoins before, and I know Bitcoins have gone up a lot since then, but I sold it for $250 worth of Bitcoins back then, which has turned into maybe over $1,000 worth of Bitcoins now, which is pretty cool. But I guess this would be slightly different in that, I think another cool aspect of NFT art is that if you sell it, and then that person can sell the art again for more or less, I guess. They could sell it again, but the original artist who sells it can get a commission, usually a 10% commission, right? Anyways, it seems like a very popular thing that's kind of popping off right now, and I don't know if it's just a fad, if it's a passing thing that people are excited about, or if it'll stick around. But I've been thinking a lot about it, thinking about the different types of art I can make. At first, I was thinking that I could just scan in some of my art, really high res, like 3600 DPI, and people could have the high res scan, but it's just those files are huge. And then I have other ideas now that I don't really want to give away, maybe until I do it, actually. Maybe soon you'll see a video. It's like making my first NFT. And is that what it's called? Do I just call it NFT? Or making my first NFT art, I guess. Anyways. Also about this drawing, as you can see at the end here, maybe you can tell that it kind of turned into something that looks like some sort of derelict, built up, abandoned, lived in still, like battleship sort thing. I didn't plan for it to look like that, but I kind of like it. Also, I'm still kind of in the middle of figuring out this one. Recently, I don't know how to say this, but I feel like some of my recent drawings have been looking better as far as like the balance between density and contrast and this and that and this and that. And then this one, I regressed a little bit, but I sacrificed. Sorry, I had to burp. Some people say I sound like I have to burp all the time when I talk, and I think I do actually. But look, I sacrificed that, but I also don't usually do drawings that are this big. So I think I moved backwards in some areas that I've been trying to improve in, but I also think I don't usually successfully draw drawings that are this big. So I still think I did well in this drawing, and I'm happy with what I accomplished here. I like how it looked, and I had a good time doing it. So that was ultimately definitely a success. Yes. All right. I'm out of breath because I forget to breathe when I'm talking. And then when I do breathe, I think it goes into my stomach, which is why I have to burp. Or it sounds like I have to burp because I do have to burp. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's a link in the description to go buy my pen. And if it's not in stock, you can be notified via email. Okay? There's more coming. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you soon.